Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to Company Showcase, Larry.
Thanks, Jim.
Larry, a lot of new and interesting things on the lithium-ion battery front.
Yes, there's been a lot in the news that is going to be very helpful for companies in the recycling area, of which Amy is one of them, if not the leader. And the first thing I'd like to talk about is that J.B. Strobel garnered a $700 million placement or financing for his redwood materials. And, that's made it sound like it's much good for Amy, but that really starts to put the spotlight on recycling, which is something that we sorely need. And I can remember in the times that we were doing the molybdenum project with Adanac, it was not until a company was bought out a deposit that I actually used to have under auction, and the stock went to $27-30 a share, and all of us enjoyed in that ride. We went up to over $3, and it was terrific. And I expect see the same thing happening here, although we can do this on our own merits. And that was just one of the big news items. The other was the $2.4 billion Rio Tinto going to finance the JDR lithium deposit in Syria. Now that has a special interest to me because there's also Ioneer has at Rhyolite Ridge in the U.S. has a lithium borate project, and about the same numbers, same costs, everything else, and they've completed their feasibility study. But what makes it interesting to me is that it was actually Cametco that solved the metallurgical problems for that company and made it possible for them to move ahead on the financing. So kudos to Cametco again. That's why we're with them. They're problem solvers. And so that brings a lot more money and interest into lithium because lithium is one of the key components of it's the key component because they're called lithium-ion batteries in the battery industry. Now, what does that say for everything else? Well, it just says that lithium has been the top of the charts here for several months, and it's getting all the news. And there's been big rebounds in the lithium prices in Australia. But people seem to forget that we're the only company out there that's able to get 100% of the lithium back in our process, which is patented. And that's going to be a substantial lithium supply in the future. So, all these things are very good to us. I mean, it's not directly involved, but we don't have any press releases this week. And so I thought, well, let's talk about the general market in the metals that are used in lithium-ion batteries, and lithium is prominent. And nickel is also prominent these days, and the mixed hydroxide precipitate, MHP, has fallen out of favor, and it's actually been, prices for that are down to about 75% of the London Metal Exchange market. So that's not looking like it's going to be a very profitable deal. They seem to be having problems in that area, so you may as well count that as off the charts. That was the thing that was suppressing nickel for a while. And now it's looks like a worry of the past, and that comes from nickel laterites in Indonesia, and so it's alleviating the potential oversupply of nickel, and so these things are all germane to what we're doing, and because we get nickel back too. And we'll recycle that, put it back into the system, directly back into batteries, and that's the whole key to everything. So when you stop and you look at everything that's happening out there, it's all bullish for people that are in the recycling or the mining of these metals. And certainly the BHP and INL, which is going to bring some of the biggest supplies of lithium to the table. The Ioneer one is well along. They're just waiting for permits, and the financing looks like it's going to be lined up quite easily. So that'll bring a lot of attention back to lithium, but it also has boron with it, which is an extra paycheck for them. And the same with the BHP. It's a boron lithium project, and that will bring extra credits to them for being able to solve the problem. So what I'm saying is that I think we're looking forward to a real good fall, and this fall is going to be very bullish. I think the markets are telling us that at least in the lithium-ion batteries market, there's going to be a very bullish return. There's all kinds of multi-billions of dollars of new mega factories or gigafactories proposed for lithium-ion batteries in Europe, and the rest of the world. There's even a half a dozen or close to a half a dozen being proposed for the United States. So I think we're in the right place at the right time. And I know that we've frustrated some of our shareholders by crossing our I's and dotting our T's and getting there, but I don't know how anybody can go into a deal that, especially where money is involved on some offtake or whatever, without knowing exactly what their costs are going to be and what the maybe for black mass that's a fairly simple straight line equation. But certainly not for recycling, because everybody's costs are going to be different. We're using different reagents. We think we pegged the best reagent out there that gives us close to 100% recoveries and purities. So, I think that we're in the right place at the right time, and the market's telling me that is exactly what it looks like. And don't forget that we have that shelf prospectus, and that should de-risk at least the 5-ton-a-day plant that we want to get commercialized. We're getting there, and we've ordered equipment and that is long lead items, and so I think we're in pretty good shape there. Now, I just say that this is a long weekend coming up, at least for us in British Columbia, so the office will be closed, and I wish everybody that's going to enjoy that long weekend a great weekend. I know I always enjoy the long weekends. Gives you a break, and for a guy that hasn't taken holidays in 10 years, I look forward to that. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend, and I'm in a good mood, and I hope everybody else is. Bye bye.
Larry, for people new to American Manganese, what's the company all about, and where can they see it traded and get more information about it?
American Manganese is a critical metals company that basically specializes in the ingredients that go into a lithium-ion battery, and we specialize that way by taking our patented process for low grades of manganese in the U.S. into the field of adopting that into a recycling plan and getting patents on those, and now we're starting to get patents in other parts of the world. So that's been our major focus, and will remain to be our major focus. And I expect that this company will be able to announce the fact that we're getting ready to start commercialization after we finish the final testing and get our detailed engineering and estimates done. So I'm sorry that it takes time, but it takes time to do things right. You can bolt through and end up with problems at the end of the day that none of us want to see. So that's our motto, is to save the environment and to try to make it profitable at the same time. Now, You can get all the information you want. Every press release on every aspect of what we're doing is out there. And we're pretty well, I guess you'd have to say transparent on that. It's we probably do about 40 press releases a year, and we do, I don't know, another 40 or 50 interviews with prominent sites, and we do these podcasts with you, Jim, 52 times a year. So it's not like we're hiding behind a bush. We got nothing to hide for. We're proud of what we're doing, and anybody that says different, they can say what they want. But the fact of the matter is, facts speak for themselves, and that's what we come up with is facts. You can find that out on our website, AmericanManganeseInc.com. We're traded on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. We're traded on the QB board in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and we're traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. You can phone me if you want. I'm at 778-574-4444, or you can email me at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
Oh, thank you.
My guest has been Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on July 30th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.